Hey, what up everybody? Stevie Breach coming to you today. And today might be the making of a dream. I have had an awesome year this year as a wrestling fan. I know I didn't make the trip to WrestleMania, but I've seen a lot of awesome, really cool shows and a lot of good opportunities have came my way this year. But one of the biggest, one of the best might have popped up in my lap. I know that I've been making a lot of videos about TNA. I never really got a chance to make a video reviewing the show last week. Most of the time, if I don't watch the show the day it's on, I don't do a review on it. Like if I wait till the next day to watch it. And I did like TNA. It wasn't spectacular, but it really wasn't stealing the show either. But it was a good wrestling show, and it was a building block to get me back into like really pumped for this Bound for Glory trip that I'm going to be going on. But the meaning of this trip is that my good buddy sent me a great tweet this morning. That was the first thing that I woke up to because I fell asleep with my face on my phone, honestly. I know that for months it was sort of like a long-running joke, and I thank everybody who was retweeting him that, when I made the trip down to LA for SummerSlam this year, I was going to be in the area, so I was desperately tweeting PWG to run a show SummerSlam weekend. In my mind, I thought that would have been an awesome time. And just to show me how grateful they were of being a wrestling fan, they ran a show the week before SummerSlam weekend, and they ran 2 shows the weekend after SummerSlam. Thanks a lot, PWG. No other way to say fuck you to me than to really screw me over like that. But to me, honestly, as a wrestling fan, going to a PWG show and being in that environment in Reseda, California, there's nothing like it. I mean, I was very, very lucky to go to 3 ECW shows, 2 of them that I just honestly have very good memories of, and one of them that I just honestly was on the way out. And it's one of the only wrestling shows I've ever left before it was over. It was one of their first TV shows that they were doing, and they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and the show just really took way too long, and nothing was going on. It just was not fun to be at that show. But just to be able to say that I was at 3 ECW shows as a wrestling fan is just awesome to be able to say. I mean, those fans, no matter where they were just awesome. And I mean that ROH fans are great, but what I see, I watch the hype videos for PWG, and when I watched the one PWG show that I've seen in full, and the 2 DVDs that I have sitting on my shelf that I haven't yet to watch from them, it looks fucking awesome. I mean, I would bend over backwards to see them, and I guess they are going to be running Bound for Glory weekend. In order to be able to do this, I would probably have to honestly leave their access thing early. I guess they call it fan interaction, and then I would have to completely blow off the Kurt Angle Hall of Fame. In my mind, if Kurt Angle's going to be put in the Hall of Fame, it's going to be the WWE Hall of Fame. I don't know what the fuck happened right there. I don't know really how big of a deal. I know a few people who went to the Sting Hall of Fame last year and said it was cool, but it didn't really knock their socks off. I know you have the chance of sitting at a table with a wrestler and sort of kicking back and drinking some drinks and watching the deal as you can sort of talk to this guy when nothing's going on. But it's a gamble on who you're going to get. Last year, Miguel sat with Simon Diamond. He spent most of his time piggybacking on the table next to him with Bully Ray, joking around with those guys. But I think he had a good story about Bully Ray and SoCal Val there as well. Or was it? It was one of the girls. I think it was SoCal Val. It might have been Velvet Sky. I don't really remember. I'd have to go back and rewatch that video. But I don't even know if it's possible. I know San Diego and Reseda are a long way away. I drove from LA to San Diego for a Monday Night Raw in 2011, and then I cut CM Punk off in traffic, and that was a free show. And I remember once I got home that night, I was like, it was cool to hang out with Luke, it was cool to hang out with Miguel. We didn't pay anything for the Raw tickets, they were free, but I don't really know if it was worth it. And it wasn't because the show was bad or anything like that. It just was a long fucking way to drive. But this might be my only shot to see a PWG show. So it might be, I might start putting feelers out to see what's going to be going on. I know that Reseda, it's north of LA, so I don't know if it's 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. That's one way, not round trip. I know that the drive from LA to San Diego sucked, so I don't know if this is possible, but at least maybe it could happen. We're going to have to figure out, we're going to have to find out. I don't know. I haven't even texted Miguel yet. See if we can start putting together a caravan. I don't know. It's not expensive to rent a car. It's not, a bitch for gas if you put 4 or 5 people in there. And I know that everybody's going to TNA. You can find a couple people to put in a car to help kill the cost of gas. So, I don't know. Maybe this is possible. Maybe we're going to be seeing the first Stevie Breach at a PWG show. And, that'd be a dream come true. We're going to have to see what we can do. Peace out, everybody. Have some fun.